Hello and welcome, family, to another episode of Wake Up Africa. My name is Dr. Mumbi. How you doing? How's everything going? I really do pray that you are well, my family, my beloveds, in all your ways, and that you are really moving into living on your own narrative. I guess the lion wanted to say something. Thanks to every single person that has subscribed to the channel. I appreciate, love you so much. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. And of course, a very special shout out to our Patreon family. Thank you so much for supporting us on that platform. You know what? It looks like Mali, it's official, guys. Mali is officially divorced from France. I mean, this is huge. And they even have a new boo. So apparently, Mali foreign minister visited Moscow in a very bold step, confirming the new allegiance and the new relationship of Mali with Russia. That's their new godfather, literally. That's what happened. And I know what you guys say. They're all in the same boat. Anyone, you know them, they operate on this. But the enemy of my enemy is my friend for a season. And the funny thing is, so Mali's foreign minister, Abdoulaye Diop, he actually flew to Russia and he met with his Russian counterpart, Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov in Moscow, and, got the Russians to be like, bad boy to France, literally. It's so funny, but it's so sad in a way, family, that the only way we can escape one Mzungu is to run into the arms of another Mzungu. I mean, that's a whole other thing, because there is no strong enough African nation even that Mali could run to right now that would support Mali, because even all the neighbors of Mali, from the Ghanas to the, Equatorial Guineas of this world, to the Mauritanias of this world, are actually now in the pockets of France and are fighting them. Like, you're being fought by your own brothers who are puppets of the enemy of all your souls. So it's really sad that there's no African country that Mali could have gone to as a safe haven, because that's what happened here. And Sergio Lavrov, the reason this happened, family, has a lot to do with the United Nations. And I don't know if you know how the United Nations Security Council works. For those who don't even care or have no clue, let me just explain it to you briefly. Basically, the Security Council is they're the ones who decide to send in the armies to different nations. They're the ones who approve various different, what would be called invasions, but peacekeeping forces, etc., etc. And there are 5 countries that have permanent membership, and they can basically block any attempt by nation states or other countries to try and mash you up. So what usually happens is that people will seek to be aligned to one of these 5 nations. I think it's Russia, China, the divided kingdom, the divided states, and I'm not sure who the last one is. Is it France? I'm not sure. Anyway, you can see them here. And so the reason, it might be France actually. So the reason that the Mali foreign minister went was to show like, we're under the umbrella of Russia. And as long as we're under the umbrella of Russia, in the Global Assembly of the United Security Council, you guys will never be able to invade us, because these guys will shoot all of those propositions down. So that's kind of the political game. It's a very bold and strong statement. And, Sergio Lavrov accused France of having a colonial mentality towards Mali. And they said, France's dissatisfaction with the intent of Malian leadership to seek help from external security forces is nothing other than a recurrence of colonial mentality. And he warned against the real dangers of enclaves of anarchy appearing, where fighters of illegal armed groups will act freely. And he said, this threatens its territorial integrity of the country. And we have already said this several times to our French colleagues. We understand, but we do not appreciate the attempt of France and other European Union countries to claim a dominant role in Africa and other regions. Very strong words coming from Russia. I love the way our French colleagues, we can learn something themselves, the way the Mzungus communicate. smiling at you while they're insulting you. And, the Malian foreign minister, he said, every day there are attempts to make our lives difficult because the only problem that we have is that Malians have decided to take their destiny into their own hands. They decided to manage their country according to their own vision. I believe that certain of our partners have not yet realized that things have changed. Things have changed, family. Things are rapidly changing on the motherland. And the thing is, it's like when you try and escape an old abusive narcissistic man or woman, narcissistic spouse, where they will always continue to try the same thing, try the same tactics, put you in fear, gaslight you, intimidate you. But that's not working with Mali now. As they said, some have not yet realized that things have changed. And that's a very important point, family, that I'd like to bring up, because the world has forever changed. I mean, the reason I'm even now focusing more on the news is because we're really seeing those final battles between Babylon and the motherland and our people and the melanated people as Babylon gets ready to totally collapse. And they have not accepted or realized that this is happening. Just like France has not accepted that Mali has divorced them. The papers are now there. They've even gotten a new husband in the face of Russia, I know. But they haven't accepted that. People have not accepted that Babylon is over. Rome is fallen. And we are in a new dispensation. And it's not important what people think. It's important what you think. And you have to be on that tip of recognizing that everything has changed and have full faith in that family. We have to build up that faith where we can't also negate ourselves. You see what I mean? Because it's like a birth, it's like a rising. So we can't keep saying, no, Africa's going to be invaded again. Those are the emails I hate the most, is when people email me and say nothing's changing in Africa. Oh my God, this is happening. China's taking over. This is happening. That's happening. That's not our narrative. Don't let that be in your spirit. Just know that you may not see it. You may not even fully understand it. You may not even fully believe it yet. But fake it till we make it. Really, always put a good word for Africa and cancel out your own negative thoughts. So don't say France will win against Mali. No, France will try and win against Mali, but Mali will be victorious because the ancestors are living. Remember Timbuktu and all of that? Some say what they're looking for in the Sahel is Mansa Musa's wealth. The wealthiest man ever came from Mali family. It's not business as usual on the African continent. Don't allow Babylon trying to maintain the status quo to confuse you that life is the same. Because I told you, if you are not fighting for Africa, for Mama, then you will perish with Babylon. Tuko pamoja.